What is going on, lads, and welcome back to Pokemon FIFA, where we're on episode 24 now, and this episode is actually going to be a pretty special video. This is actually my 100th video on YouTube, so 100 is a pretty big number, so in celebration of that, I am going to be giving away 100k to one of my subscribers who drops a like on this video. There's also going to be a little challenge, because I'm not giving you 100k for nothing, so make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video to find out what you need to do to win the coins. It doesn't matter which console you're on, so anyone can enter, so make sure you stay tuned and I'll let you know more about it at the end of this video. In the meantime, you can see that we've just got to the SSN, so Bill, the creator of the web app, gave us a ticket so that we could get onto the SSN, so we're going to go in and do a bit more exploring. So we have a talk to this guy and he's telling us that some of the passengers are restless and that they might fight us and challenge us to battles and stuff like that. So although it's a pretty scary thing walking onto a boat and getting challenged to fights by loads of the passengers on there, it's also pretty good as it means we can get some evolutions. And this guy in his top hat there tells us how he always travels alone on journeys, and that's probably because whenever he sees someone on one of his journeys, he goes and challenges them to a fight. But anyway, we get into a fight with him and he comes up against us with a pretty decent BPL team. He's got informed David De Gea in goal, who I happen to know is an absolutely quality keeper. He's got company at the back, which is very good. However, he's also got John Terry, which is maybe not the best. So, swings and roundabouts with his team. Some of the players are absolutely incredible, and some of them could maybe be improved on. But we get off to a cracking start in the 22nd minute. Naismith tucking the ball home nicely from just inside the area, giving us a nice 1-0 lead in the 23rd minute. Then, in the 40th minute, we win a nice little header, and again, the ball goes to Naismith. This time, he slots the ball through to Yelovich, who gets a goal on his debut by just getting lucky with the block, and then it rolling back to him, and he just tucks it nicely into the far bottom corner, making it 2-0. We then go on the attack straight away from this guy's kickoff. We pinch the ball off him, and we once again slot through Yelovich, who this time is going to get nice and sweaty with it, and we give the ball off to Cisse. Just about gets the ball in there, nearly missed the tramp. Would have made us look absolutely ridiculous if we'd missed that. But luckily it went in, and we give us a nice 3-0 lead before half-time. But we weren't content with that, we wanted more goals before half-time. So Naismith picks up the ball in the 45th minute and just smashes it into the back of the net. Quality goal from him there, just outside the box, getting himself a second goal of the game, giving us a nice 4-0 lead going into the break. So it only took us 15 minutes after coming out of the break when Yelovich bags his second goal, scored a nice little left-footed half volley there into the bottom corner. So that is now 5-0, so we're absolutely obliterating this poor little kid. Cisse cuts inside, left foot, bang, bottom corner, 73rd minute, it's now 6-0. So we're doing absolutely insane, and this guy just got pretty pissed off, really. Started dicking around with the ball at the back and just started scoring own goals. So pretty boring and not the best thing that you can be doing. Pretty unsportsmanlike. You can see he's just scoring more and more and more own goals. So this guy was a bit of an arsehole. Not much you can do about it, really. I wasn't going to not show the goals because it had said I'd scored 6 goals and then 10-0 at the end, which is what this game is going to end up. But it was probably the most boring 20 minutes of a game of FIFA that I have ever played. He just kept scoring own goals, and obviously because he was the one kicking off, he just got the ball again, passed it round the back until I almost nicked the ball off him and scored another own goal. Eventually I did manage to get it off him and let the clock run down, and it did end up at 10-0. So it was a quality win there. 10-0 is probably the biggest one in Pokemon FIFA, and we have of course got that evolution, and it is going to be Yelovich that's evolving. He did score 2 goals in that game, but he is one of the weaker players in this team, and this team is set up with the formation to pace on the counter-attack, and Yelovich is just a bit too slow. He's more of a crossing in kind of guy, so we've gone and got ourselves a Guerrero, who is definitely a pace abuse kind of guy, loves to dribble through, and he's an absolutely quality player. He's one of the highest rated players in the BPL, so we are really looking forward to using him. We're going to just carry on with our exploring now, and when we go into this first room, there's actually a nice guy in here. He doesn't want to fight us. I think it's a little kid with his pet Pokemon there, but we find a potion and go and have a little chat to him, and he just tells us about his buddy Macho, who is one of the rock type Pokemon, I think, and how we can lift loads of things up. But anyway, we are just going to crack on. That's a little bit of irrelevant information, and as soon as we come into this room, these two little beefheads want to challenge us to a fight. Don't know why they're sharing the same bed, but they are going to challenge us anyway, and he's going to come up once again with an absolutely quality team. A lot of overpowered players in this one. That's Martinez, I think, and Adrian, who are very good. So could be a hard game, and it turns out to be when he's the one who bags the first goal. In the 24th minute, Jackson Martinez smashes it into the top corner, gives him a nice 1-0 lead, and then literally 2 minutes later, he gives the ball off to Rodrigo, not Adrian, who tramps it back to Martinez, and he gives himself a 2-0 lead in the 27th minute. So this game was not going to plan at all. But we get lucky here with a deflection off the goalkeeper, and Naismith just tucks the ball in, pulling it back to 2-1, so it's not going too bad now. That was the 30th minute, but then in the 39th minute, he goes and scores again. So, bit deflating here. Jackson Martinez has scored himself a hat-trick within 30 minutes, so our defence is not doing its job at all here. And then once again, he plays through Rodrigo this time. No idea how he's outstrengthened me defence there. Cuts inside and then just smashes it into the far corner. So we are getting absolutely dicked on at half-time, and we go into half-time at 4-1. So that is not the first half that we wanted at all. So we go in, we have a manager's team talk. Ash Ketchum turns his cap backwards, and that is when you know that shit is going to get real. So we give the ball off to Naismith in the 49th minute, and we pull it back to 4-2. We then give the ball to Cabaye in the 53rd minute. Slots through Cisse, we get sweaty, we don't care. Aguero gets a goal on his debut. That is 4-3. So comeback is on, the cap is backwards, and it's all going well. Once again, Naismith through on goal, sprinting away. We score an absolutely delightful chip. Do you want some salt with that? As Cal Freezy would say, quality goal, 63 minutes. It took us less than 20 minutes to pull it back to 4-all. However, he goes and gets himself a penalty. No idea why I was sliding in there, but all the same, probably the softest penalty you will ever see. He then goes and smashes it into the goal, so he's given himself his lead back, with his Rodrigo getting his second goal of the game. However, Aguero does the business once more, showing why he's worth about 120k or whatever ridiculous price I pay for him, scoring in the 89th minute and making sure that it does go to extra time. So it was 5-all, we pulled a quality comeback back in the second half. The cap does it all, as you all know from watching Pokemon when you are younger. And then in the 95th minute, we give the ball to Cisse, who once again, we get sweaty with the ball, we give it across to Naismith, and we score another tramp goal. I think that was Naismith's hat-trick, or maybe 4th goal of the game, something ridiculous like that. But anyway, in the 98th minute, literally a couple of minutes later, unfortunately he pulled it back. But there is going to be one more twist in this game, and Cisse in the 107th minute scores an absolute screamer, and that is how the game goes and ends. So 7-6, we've gone from the highest win of Pokemon FIFA to probably the highest scoring game of Pokemon FIFA, and we did win it, so we are going to get another evolution. And because of that horrendous defensive performance, we are going to be upgrading Julio Cesar, getting ourselves a little bit more sturdy at the back, so we've gone and got ourselves Hugo Lloris. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that Hugo Lloris has got the highest diving and reflex combination on the whole of FIFA, so he is absolutely insane at shot stopping. He's also pretty huge and good at collecting the ball from corners, and he's not too slow to come off his line. So far, out of all the goalies that I've used on FIFA, just in general, not even just on Pokemon FIFA, Hugo Lloris has been my favourite, so I'd really recommend going and pick him up, even though he costs about 70k on PS3, which is an absolute stupid price for a goalkeeper. Anyway lads, that is enough of Pokemon and Pokemon FIFA for this episode. Now it's all about the 100k giveaway. So we've got our 2 evolutions, which is absolutely awesome, and now it's a chance for you guys to get something. So obviously you've got to be a subscriber to me, and you've got to drop a like to this video, that goes without saying. But what I want you to do is go and help out a community channel which I am getting involved in, that is called FIFA CC. It was originally set up by Capgun Tom and the Gamer Can, or Curtis, as most of you will probably know him, but I'm now getting involved in it and helping them out and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is leave a link to the latest video that is on that channel in the description, and what I want you to do is go over, give that video a like and subscribe to the channel and show a bit of support to the community and some other people who you may not have heard of, and you might even find a director that you absolutely love. Once you've done that, just so I know who's done it, I want you to go over to Twitter and tweet me a link or a picture or a screen cap or something like that of you subscribing to FIFA CC and liking that video, and then you'll just be in a chance to win 100k. It's on any console, so it doesn't matter which console you're on, you can enter, it doesn't matter, just go over, drop a like, subscribe and check out some of their videos. If all that is just mushed your brain, I'll just summarise it really quickly. Basically, of course, you've got to be subscribed to me and you've got to have liked this video because this is the giveaway video. But I want you to go over, drop a like on the latest video and subscribe to FIFA CC, and then just tweet me a picture showing me that you have done it. My Twitter link is in the description if you don't already follow me. Anyway, after all that waffling, that is now the end of the video. Good luck with the giveaway if you are indeed entering. Hope you've enjoyed this video, lads. If you have, do be sure to drop it a like. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.